Good morning. So today I want to give you guys a little live training. I'm doing this only inside the group, so I want you to grab a journal, and I'll try not to be more than like 10 minutes of your time. So if you're just tuning in, try and find 10 minutes of quiet time, grab your journal. I'm going to ask you to do some prompts. So today, I have my notes here because sometimes I get sidetracked. I get so excited talking about this stuff. So I have notes to keep me on track. But today I want to talk about how to stay positive when things get negative. And I know a lot of us, or a lot of you, struggle, when we get down in the dumps and we're like, how do we get out of this negative mindset, right? At least with me, the motto I like to use, or that resonates with me, and I'm sure you guys have heard it too, is when it rains, it pours, right? So when we're having a shitty day, it seems like more bad things happen, and you're like, oh, why me? Why now? What else is going to go wrong? Am I right? Have you been there? So I wanted to give you some tips on how I stay positive. And like, if you ever watch my stuff, you're like, oh, she seems so happy, or she seems so positive. Well, I do things every day to get me out of my negative mindset. And I do a lot of this stuff every day to keep me going, to keep me positive, because positive energy creates more positive energy. Do you ever have like a really good day where you're like, everything was awesome today? Okay, so like more gratitude brings more gratitude, or more happiness and joy brings more happiness and joy. Okay, so grab a journal, and I want you for like 5 minutes to free write every single day on 3 things that you're grateful for every single day. And you cannot repeat these. That's the kicker. You cannot repeat them. So like within a 30-day time, I want you to do this every day for a month. Write 3 things that you're grateful for, and there can be no repeats. This may sound tough, but once you get outside your comfort zone and start to expand your mind and all the things that you're grateful for, it really just brings you like joy and happiness and like a warm, fuzzy feeling. And you may be like, I have nothing to feel grateful for right now. There's nothing good in my life. Well, let's bring it back to basics, okay? Some things you can be grateful for today that I'm grateful for. My phone. Sounds cheesy, but I'm able to teach you skills to help you better yourself, better myself through my phone. Like, I'm sitting here in this corner of my wall right now, just sitting here on my phone talking to you, and I am so grateful for the technology that has given me the ability to do this, right? Let's bring it back to basics even more. I am grateful for the roof over my head. I am grateful that I have a place to lay my head at every single night. I am grateful that my pillow is comfortable. I am grateful that, the list goes on. I'm grateful that I have a coffee maker that makes me awesome ass coffee every morning. Like, it can be as simple as that. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the vehicle that gets me to and from work, that I'm grateful for my job that gives me money to pay my bills. Like, the list goes on and on and on. And I want you to really sit with that. Sit with what you're thankful for. Thankful for all the things that you already have in your life. Don't worry about what Susan or Carrie or whoever has across the street. Like, they're not living your life. Don't worry about the grass being greener on the other side, because chances are that person is doing the same shit that you are. They're thinking, oh, so-and-so has it better, or so-and-so has it better. And we always are like constantly comparing ourselves to the next person instead of being grateful for all of the things that we already have, right? And it's a mindset shift. So like when I first started this work, I was like, I have nothing to be grateful for. Like, nothing good has happened. I have all this student loans, and I have a crappy job, and I don't have the perfect dream house. And, when you go down this negative rabbit hole, then you just keep going into more negativity, and then bad shit happens because you just have a negative mindset. So I'm not saying like, the law of attraction is real. Like, if you look into it, whatever. But I'm not saying like you can sit here and say, I'm grateful for money, so more money is going to come my way and I'm going to win the lottery. Like, that's not how it works, right? We got to take like small baby steps. So today I just want you to grab a journal and just free write and really sit on 3 things that you're grateful for that resonate with you, you know, and I'm sure family is going to come up for a lot of you, but try and expand it, you know, simplify it, or the sky's the limit, but the goal here is to not repeat. So at the end of the month, you have a ton of things that you're grateful for. Okay? Do this. I promise it helps. This sounds so simple. And so many of the girls in my private group are like, I can't believe some of these things are so easy. And I'm like, they're supposed to be. You know, it's just getting you out of your own way. It's just getting you outside the box and getting a different perspective on things. Sometimes you get so close to the problem that it's hard to see the solution. So journal. And I don't mean like in your phone. I don't mean on your computer. I mean actually go get a notebook and a pen. Like Dollar General, you can get a whole bunch of that stuff for like $1, okay? But I actually want you to like take some quiet time for yourself, pen to paper, write 3 things every day what you're grateful for. Watch the magic unfold. Okay, so my next thing for you is to kind of get you out of your comfort zone, get you to start growing your mind and all of these things, is I want you to, this month, the month of May, you have like a week left or something, to put on your schedule something new that you've never done before. Now this can be something that you've always wanted to try, or it can just be something that somebody has suggested to you. It can be whatever, but I want it to be something totally brand new to you. So whether you join a fitness class, or you go painting, or you go paintballing, or you ride a horse, or God, the list is endless. I had stuff written down. You can do volunteering. If you've never volunteered before, go volunteer. Like a lot of those people are so just happy to be there and helpful that like you'll feed on their positive energy and you'll just leave there feeling fantastic. So do something new, and it doesn't have to be from now until May. I just want you to put it on your schedule. I schedule everything. I teach time management. I preach time management. Everything I do throughout my day, I set my day up for success. You either plan, or what's the saying? Fail to plan, or plan to fail to, yeah, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So every day I have a plan for my day. I literally write everything down, from my morning routine to what time I go to work, to what time I do these live videos, to what time I do my posts, to everything. When I feed my kid, when I do dinner, when I do chores, everything's on my list. Everything. Calls, I mean, you name it. I plan my whole day out. I have my evening routine too. So put it on your schedule to try something new. And I don't care, like I said, I don't care what it is. I mean, if you, like, I started a garden this year. You know how long it's been since I've done a garden? I used to hate gardens, right? So this is kind of off topic, but I used to just despise gardening because I don't know if any of you know me and my past or my father, but we had like a 3-acre garden. So it was like a punishment every summer to do a garden, because we would have to go out there and like pick rocks and weeds, and it was awful. And I was covered in bug bites, and it just sucked, 90 degrees and picking weeds in a garden all day. So I've always thought that gardening sucked. And so recently this year I was like, I've had a lot of resistance to gardening because of how it was presented to me when I was a child. It was almost like a punishment, like, Sasha, you misbehaved. Go pull weeds all day. Blah. And it sucked, and I hated it. And picking rocks out of dirt is no fun. So anyways, I was like, well, maybe I should just try a garden, because I have a lot of resistance to it. So I lean into that resistance. All those things that like you don't want to do because you're like resisting it, like do it. Do it. So anyways, I did it, and it was so much fun. I loved every minute of it. I was like, watch all these things grow. And then if you follow me on my stories on like Instagram or on Facebook or on Snapchat, I have strawberries now, and like the onions are starting to come up, and it is like the coolest thing. And like, I used to hate gardening, and now just coming at it with a different mindset and a different perspective, like, guys, these things were seeds, like the size of like my fingernail, smaller seeds, and now they're turning into these plants that I'm gonna be able to nourish myself and my family with. I'm gonna make salsa and all kinds of cool shit. So I'm really excited. Anyways, back on track. My point here is to come in with a different mindset, you know, and to try new things. And yes, gardening isn't necessarily new to me, but it's been like a decade since I've done it. So it's like relearning everything all over again. And I mean, obviously I knew how to like put things in the dirt, but I didn't know where to plant it, when to plant it. I was kind of late in the game, but whatever. So I did a little bit of research, and I was so much resistance to it. And I'm like, ugh, do I really want to do this garden? And I just decided, you know what? F it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, if I end up killing everything, at least I tried, right? Okay. So then my other two little tidbits for you to get started on this journey, and this may be news to you, this may not be news to you. Either way, I highly recommend them. I do them every day. And it sounds, again, so simple. Drink water. Shocker! But a lot of people that I talk to don't even realize how much water they're supposed to be drinking. So half your body weight, yeah, Tim. So half your body weight in ounces every single day, okay? Every single day. And if you're like a big pop drinker like me, when I first started drinking more water, I had to cut out the Diet Mountain Dew, and that was like my weakness. But the more water I drank, the less I craved the Mountain Dew, because I was so full of like liquids that I couldn't even think about drinking a Mountain Dew, you know? But you just feel better. You feel more energized. A lot of times we're dehydrated and we don't even know it. And we think that maybe we're hungry when really we're just thirsty. So then you go to like all the shitty foods because you're like, oh man, I'm so hungry, when really your body's probably just craving water. So I want you to drink half your body weight in ounces of water. And some of you who may be overweight may be like, holy smokes, this is a whole bunch of water. Funny story. Water actually aids in digestion and can help you lose weight, right? It helps you feel fuller, it helps you digest your foods easier, and it actually helps you shit easier. I know it sounds crazy, but when your insides are all nice and lubed up, it makes it a lot easier to take a poop. So give it a shot. My next tip for you is to exercise daily. And I know this sounds crazy, but a lot of you, if you're like me, have like anxiety or like nervousness, or you're just constantly like twitchy, like have to be doing things. Burn that energy, burn it off. Like have somebody watch the kids or do whatever, and just go for a walk and go for a run as far as your body will take you until you're just like physically exhausted. Like burn off that crazy. And I can't tell you how much this has helped me. When I was working with my coach or whatever, I was like, I just feel like I have to be doing something all the time. And she's like, you just need to burn some energy. Like you are like a squirrel on crack, right? I'm just like, go, 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 go. So in order for me to like take a chill pill and relax, I had to get on my treadmill and just like balls to the wall run for like 30 minutes. And I thought I was going to die. Like I'm an ex-smoker. So like my lungs are still recovering from like seriously like 15 years of smoking. And I know that sounds crazy because I'm only 30, but I started smoking when I was like 14. So judge me. I don't give a shit. I don't smoke anymore. But like when I first started running, it was so hard. And like my lungs were on fire and my brain was telling me that I couldn't do it, but my body just kept going and going and going. And I was drenching in sweat. And like, I'm not one of those cute people that can exercise. Like I have like these awful like faces, and then like I sweat really bad, so then my hair's like matted to my face, and then I'm like beet red, and I just look not cute at all. Like I'm not a cute person when I exercise. But I had to run and work out like to the extreme to burn off the crazy, okay? Or burn off the anxiety, burn off the nervousness. And you know what? I felt so like relaxed. It was like a huge weight had been like lifted off my shoulders like afterwards. Like I didn't feel the urge to like be twitchy or doing things. And I also slept so much better at night. And all I did was go for walks and go for runs daily. And it wasn't like anything crazy. I mean, there was certain days where it was crazy, but then the more I got into it, the less intense I had to do it because it started to be a routine. So then I just, you know, my screen time was on the treadmill. So I would like screw around on my phone or like watch TV or like listen to books or stuff like that when I'm like on the treadmill or out like walking trails or something, you know. So it ended up being like a personal growth time, or like a catch up on social media time, but I was also like getting rid of all that extra energy, and it just felt amazing. So it took me probably 2 weeks to create that habit. There was, again, a lot of resistance to it, probably because that's what my body needed. But my mentor was like, do it. Check in with me every single day and just do it. And so she held me accountable to that. And I'm telling you, it was a game changer. So, all right, let me recap these for you quick before I let you go. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I know my videos can get a little wordy. So, your training or whatever you want for today to get you started. A lot of you are like, where do I start? How do I start? Start here, okay? Grab a journal, an actual like paper journal, a notebook, and write down every day for a month 3 things that you're grateful for. Do not repeat them, okay? And I want like actual like paragraphs here. I don't want you to say, I am thankful for family, period. Like, how much thought did you really put into that? About this much, okay? So I want you to actually like take time, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and like 5 minutes per each thing. How about that? 5 minutes for each thing that you're grateful for, and write a freaking paragraph and expand on it. Why are you thankful for them? Or, just really dig deep into that and spend some time thinking about it, right? The more time you spend thinking about it, the more grateful you are, the more gratitude and emotion and love that you feel towards that particular thing. No one word answers. Don't frickin' do it. I don't care what you say. That's half-assing it. Always use your full ass for everything you do. Don't half-ass it. Otherwise you'll get half-ass results. Okay, then try something new. Put it on your calendar, whether it be this month or next month. I don't care when you book it, but in the next 30 days, try something new. Something that you've never done before, or something that you have a lot of resistance to. And I know you're thinking of something right now. There's something that you're like, oh, I've always wanted to try this. Go do it. Don't think, just do. You have 5 seconds to act on whatever it is that you're thinking about before your brain goes to the negative and says, nope, and talks you out of it. More on the 5-second rule. Read the book, Mel Robbins. Google her. She's brilliant. I use the 5-second rule all throughout the day. And then drink half your body weight in ounces of water. Your skin will thank you. Your insides will thank you. You'll feel more energized. You'll get up and move more because you'll be pissing every hour. So it's good for you to get up and drink more water, okay? It aids in digestion and weight loss and hydration, more energy. Like, there's just everything about drinking more water has made all of the difference for me, minus maybe the skin thing, but my skin's hydrated. I just have acne. So apparently that's what happens after you have a baby and you're 30, you turn into a 13-year-old again. So something that I'm working on. And then, exercise. I know everybody preaches this to you, and I don't give a shit what program works for you. You can do like at-home workouts, you can run, you can walk, you can bike. I don't care what it is. Like for me, walking, running, extreme sports, and what else do I do? God, I do a little bit of everything. But whatever works for you. Like, I have some people that take their dogs for walks. I have some people that go for bike rides. I have some people that freaking kayak. I mean, whatever it is for you, like, go out and make yourself like physically exhausted. You will burn off all that added energy. Your anxiety levels will decrease. Your nervousness will decrease. Your mind, your brain, everything will just kind of slow down and go back to normal, and you'll sleep better. Okay? So do these, what are they? Four things that I have for you. Okay? And a lot of people get hung up on the journey too. Like, they're like, oh, I want to be as far as this person, or I want to be as far as this person. So the other day I was talking to one of my clients, and one of the scenarios I give was, we're all on this journey, right? But I'm trying to throw like baby steps at you guys and at them, because sometimes if I give you too much information, it can be overwhelming. And if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, just pick one of the things that I listed to do and just do that. And if I had to choose for you, I would say the gratitude journal is the most important that I want you to start with, okay? That's what's going to kind of help you change your mindset. But I like to give this scenario because a lot of you, and take it for what it is, but I'll just say that, we all start out as preschoolers, or we all start out as kindergartners, right? Now, if I throw high school material at a 5-year-old, what do you think they're going to do? They're not going to know what to do. They're not going to know any of it. They're just not going to do it because they're going to say, I have no idea what you're talking about, right? So we're just graduating you from grade level to grade level, okay? And I'm not saying that I'm like a senior in high school. Like, I'm probably like middle school, freshman-ish. I've been at this thing for a while, and, I'm getting there. And I'm teaching people that are, maybe preschool, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, whatever you want to say it. But you will expand and increase your grade level as the journey continues, okay? I can't throw high school level shit at a kindergartner and expect them to be successful at it, right? So everything's in baby steps. So just take what you can do for now and run with it. And when you're ready, and sometimes your brain will say, I'm not ready. But your body and your mind and your soul is saying, yes, I need more. Listen to your body, listen to your soul. Like that feeling in your gut that's like, I feel like I need to do this. And then your brain's like, no, Sasha, you don't need to do this. And it talks all like shitty to you. Shut this part off and listen to this part here, okay? And just keep going and keep going and keep going. But, sorry, I get really long-winded. You might have to listen to this a couple of times to get all of the information. I apologize. Not really. I actually love talking about this stuff. So sorry, not sorry. But, all right. I think that's everything I have for you, okay? So just keep going. Like, we're just baby steps at a time. We're just trying to get up, increase our levels. We all start out as preschoolers, and we're just, then we go to kindergarten, then we go to first grade. I can't, like I said, I can't throw senior level shit at a kindergartner or whatever and expect them to be successful. So that's my story for you. Go do some journaling. Take 15 minutes for yourself today to journal and really think about 3 things that you're grateful for. And I don't care if you have to hide in a freaking closet. There's been times where I've pretended that I had to take a really long poop, which all of us females know that it takes us about 3 minutes to poop, and it takes our husbands about 45. So I always just say, oh, my stomach's not feeling good, honey. I need to take 15 minutes to myself. And I'll go journal in the freaking bathroom. Nobody knows the difference, right? Girls' poop don't stink anyways. Just kidding. Okay, that really got off tangent, or off track. So that's my tips for you. Go journal, drink water, exercise, and try something new. So we'll all get there. We're all on this journey together. By being positive in the world, I'm not taking any positivity away from anybody, okay? So by growing and expanding, I'm just helping others grow and expand. You put positivity in the world, you get more positivity. You put gratitude into the world, you get more gratitude into your life. So put love into the world, you get more love into your life. Change your mindset. You can do this. Start here. Start today. And if you're resisting something, if something keeps coming up for you and you keep like, woo, giving it the X, go towards it. Lean into the resistance. Yes, it's hard at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. So, and that's the goal of life, is we want everything to be easy and everything to be fun, right? All right. Peace out, ladies.